Okay, so I'm going to put the flag up so that you can see it, or you can just, I was going to say Google it, but who knows what Google will show you these days. But anyway, so let's continue because there was a little bit more to unveil. Like, first of all, one of the first images we got was of Samuel L. Jackson dressed up like Uncle Sam. Now, to me, I was like, that's too on the nose. Like, you know, it's almost like a dad joke. Get it? Uncle Sam. In fact, I think you might have said it something like that. But y'all, Samuel Jackson also had a very iconic role in Quentin Tarantino's Django, right? Django Unchained, I think it was called. Excuse me. Now, I don't like slave movies, but I love that movie. I won't watch it again, but it was so well done, and it was like a superhero slave. Like, it was just awesome. And no, I wasn't bothered by all the N-words. I'm just sure everybody in there enjoyed being able to say it. Now, if you've never watched the movie, yeah, y'all almost died from coughing. But if you never watched that movie, Samuel L. Jackson plays the character of a house Negro, a house slave. And in doing so, he was one that was upholding the laws of the land, of that southern land that he was part of. In other words, he was a brown noser, literally, and supported the human trafficker owner, right? So, and he has this glorious end. At the end, it was billiards beautiful. Like, it was just pool table in the corner pocket, beautiful. It was just gorgeous. But anyway, and so he represents that, right? In fact, I'm going to throw a picture up here that's to an article, and you can read it for yourself. But like I said, the whole Uncle Sam was like, gotcha. And I didn't like that. That was very much a Chris Rock type of joke, and I needed a Dave Chappelle joke, right? Because Kendrick is more Dave Chappelle, but for music. And so when you are a neurodiverse person, you realize how freaking noisy the world is during the day, which is why I rebel and stay up to like 2 or 3 in the morning when it's quiet. Anyway, back to this. So Samuel Jackson, he was representing Uncle Sam, but he was also, and I won't say Uncle Tom because that story is told incorrectly. Uncle Tom is not how we think of him, but he's more of like a Sambo type of thing. Sambo, get it? And so he was today's modern house Negro, and we know those people, right? In fact, somebody older in my household said exactly the same phrases that Sam said. You know, this is too ghetto, and da-da-da. I was like, who are you, man? But anyway, like, I won't get into that. So, what was I saying then? Yeah, so he was trying to keep Kendrick in line the entire time. Get back in line. This is not how we do it. This is the order of things. So it probably sounds like a lot of you who are just now coming to the side of consciousness. But you would say things like, for instance, when there was a police issue and some body of my complexion ended up having a funeral, and it would be, what did he do? Oh, he should have done, like all those type of things. When we have watched Bad Boys, what you gonna do? We have watched that show where people without my complexion could go off on an officer and maybe end up in the back of the car, but just end up unscathed to live another day. You know what I mean? Look at all of our semi-automatic people. If they are of a certain tone, they get Burger King afterwards, or they get court cases, where the people then take care of their living. Whereas just recently we had somebody who didn't do it and still got the death penalty, despite public outrage, and that's happened more than once to a mentally disabled Black person in recent years. So that said, right, that's who Sam represented. Y'all, even last night when I went on the Book of Faith, and it went from scholarly love of the halftime to, oh my God, I couldn't hear anything. Oh, it was terrible. I ended up seeing this preacher person. Oh, it was secular, and he had the mark of the beast, and it was evil, and you have to gird your ears. I was just like, what did you watch? Like, what did you watch? And it just like really strikes me how there are these Uncle Sams who are constantly trying to keep us in place, make us be patient, make us be quiet, don't rock the boat, because they feel like it'll come to them. And that's who Uncle Sam represented. Not just wearing the red, white, and blue, not just representing literally the mascot of the country, so to speak, but also representing those Black people who hold Black people back from progressing, from revolution. They're the people who are Clarence Thomas and content to be the token, because they don't want competition of their spot, because everybody knows you're only allowed to have one Black person do anything, right? Like even me, I'm a screenwriter. Well, I'm a writer, but I have a screenplay that has done pretty well in contests, and I pitched to a producer and she loved it, and then she pitched to her producer team and she came back with, oh, we already have a story of a Black woman who had love. It's not a fiction work, it's actually a non-fiction work, but she falls in love too. And I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? I was like, you have one. You have one. And it's not even a romantic dramedy. What? Right? And I heard that time and time again. Stuff like, we have one, or that's not what women do, or, just things like that. Like, and so my movie is still unmade. And so we have those type of people. So that was really a huge message, especially having to do it in front of the Orange Man. And it was just so fitting. And so there were a couple of times, for instance, like, let's get into him doing the song that everybody wanted to hear, which was They're Not Like Us. He, like I said, he teased it a few times throughout the production, and very cheekily too. He was just so like smiley sassy with it, right? It was really awesome. And but it was like in the face of America, the Uncle Sam who tries to keep Black progress down, and then he did it. And he's like, here you go, this is what you guys really wanted, I'm gonna give it to you, but I really hope you didn't miss the class that I just taught, right? Also, I saw white women or white men talk about, oh my God, what was he wearing? Why was he wearing bell bottoms? And I was like, first of all, yay, they're coming back, because I love bell bottoms. And second of all, bell bottoms are the denim of resistance. Like, hippies against war, against the American government doing what they do for freedom, creativity, and also worn by the Black Panther Party, by some of them. So it is like the denim of the resistance. And I still don't know what the black glove is about. Nobody still can tell me that. But, they've already told me that the A necklace was about A minor, but and the flag had minors touching A, and also it's supposed to be his brand. It's supposed to be all these different things. And I also thought it looked like an Amazon A, so I was wondering what that was about. But, oh gosh, there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. Ooh, I'm running out of seconds. You saw the red and white and blue, they circled up and they came together. So I think that's also about us. And then also he opened it with squabble up. So it's fighting. It's